King Fuchai of the state of Wu invaded the neighboring state of Yue, overthrew its king, Gu Jian, and turned him into his slave. However, Gu Jian and his loyal minister Fan Li are not ready to give up without a fight. Fan Li has prepared a group of female dancers who are to gain Fuchai's trust, and at the right moment, one of them will deliver a treacherous blow to the enemy. One of these dancers is the beautiful Xi, whom Fan Li once saved. She is the one Fuchai chooses, and although Xi is initially determined to carry out the plan, as she grows closer to Fuchai, she becomes increasingly uncertain about whose side she is on. Xi is one of the so-called four great beauties of ancient China, and her story has been adapted for the screen many times, both in feature films and TV series. The film New Biography of Xishi opens with a title insisting that this is a completely fictional story, and while it generally follows the classic plot in its overarching narrative, in its details, it is indeed a different tale, presenting the legend as a somber reflection on revenge, violence, and hatred, which send people down a path of no return. It's interesting to read reviews of the film on the Chinese movie site Douban, where many seem genuinely surprised that they could enjoy something like this. Chinese audiences tend to have a strong bias against films made for online platforms, and although New Biography of Xishi was initially produced for streaming, it was eventually given a limited theatrical release because its creators considered it so successful. And it's easy to see why. This is genuinely good cinema, simple in its visuals and narrative structure, but emotionally charged, intelligent, and even profound in its themes and sentiments. Although the protagonist of the film is Xi, the filmmakers place significant emphasis on the personalities of the two rulers, Fuchai and Gu Jian, doing everything possible to help the audience understand the feelings and emotions of each. Fuchai lost his father at a young age and spent years as a slave in the state of Yue. So when he grew up, he did everything to destroy it. Gu Jian is forced to humiliate himself daily before his sworn enemy, pretending to submit to him, all for the faint hope of someday taking revenge. In one scene, he even willingly sends his wife to the bed of an envoy from another state, just to avoid revealing himself and jeopardizing his plan. Director Dai Yi-Lin tells this story very simply, without artistic flourishes, but effectively. We connect with each of these characters on a human level, and this makes Xishi's inner turmoil all the more palpable. With each passing day, she becomes less certain of what to do and what she truly wants, to avenge the destruction of her home, or to save the man she is slowly falling in love with. She is drawn to Fuchai's care and sincerity toward her, but repelled by his cruelty and vengefulness toward others. This is a story about how love desperately tries, but ultimately fails, to stop the wheel of samsara, fueled by hatred and violence. Returning to the reviews from Chinese audiences, one common criticism stands out: the casting of the lead actress. The legend of Xi states that she was so beautiful that fish in a pond, upon seeing her, forgot how to swim. However, in this film, the role of Xi was given to Xi-Yue, a nearly 30-year-old actress and model with obvious signs of plastic surgery on her face. Visually, she doesn't quite fit the role, though there are no complaints about her acting, and she doesn't detract from this excellent film. If anything, she enhances it.